Hey guys, just showing this guy who kind of really annoyed me. He's tanking his deck by putting a bunch of level 1s and such in his deck to bring the level down. That way, when he just sends out the couple things, it makes him able to have really strong stuff and get paired up against people like me who are just a little bit lower. So, after getting paired up against with him early here, I got beaten by him pretty bad. His deck is kind of based around just spamming and controlling the field. He throws grunts and sentries all over the place, which totally distract your pilots. And he's got Strider and Reserve Strider, and he just melts all the pilots that you put out there, especially with, Pyro Bruiser and his mine. Look at his mine. Level 17, it does over 700 damage. A lot of pilots can't even survive it at decent levels. But I managed to get paired up with him again, #1 player, and I wasn't taking any of his crap anymore. I knew his game, which it really helps when you get in the higher ranks to really start to know the players, know what they're going to do. And look, I'm not the kind of person who usually talk trash. That's just not me. But this guy, that's a dirty trick to get paired up against lower people. I mean, I know the guy, he's not bad at the game, but he paid a bunch of money to have high-level cards, which is fine. That pays for the game for the rest of us. But then, to get paired up against someone 70 ranks lower and, almost 10,000 trophies lower, it's just dirty. But let me show you what I did. Let me get that a little lower so it doesn't overpower. So he uses Gunner. I try to get a couple things early on, but see, my striker down here gets overwhelmed. I'm testing out the striker. This is my first game actually using him. And I was almost able to get that Gunner. I was late on that counter. I was distracted by A.
Your Titans will be ready in 30 seconds.
Admittedly, he had me a little flustered in the beginning. I was just annoyed just to see this guy again. I really was. But this is at a point where I'm just like, what am I going to do? Like, what the heck am I going to do? Should I just give up? Should I stop? It's just annoying, and I just hate this. But I said, you know what? I don't think he would be able to defend well against a base rush. I really don't. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but I decided right here to just drop everything. And I'm going to stall as much as I could. I send out Bruiser. Yeah. But then, of course, he just drops Strider. And
we can still win, but it's not looking good.
But I stopped B. So, when you're doing a base rush like this, especially like an impromptu base rush, just stopping him from gaining points is buying me time, because this isn't a very powerful base rush. Atlas is really the only one with heavy damage. So it's really going to be up to Atlas and my drones at this point. And he's distracting with his grunts, which is spending up a lot of his supply.
More supply.
His turrets aren't too bad of a distraction. The grunts are actually a little bit worse in this scenario.
Turrets are taking fire.
Now I heard that I was taking fire over here, but I wasn't sure how bad it was. Obviously it's not too bad. He's just got Striders, because his BT's only level 1. But my guys up here were able to just, you can only drop so many grunts, and the group damage of my Ion was enough to take out those guys pretty quick. Without Ion, it wouldn't have gone my way. So this is the deck I was using. It's a little bit experimental. I'm trying the mine again. I kind of don't like some of the nerfs that it's had, but it still does work really well for a cheap way to damage all the pilots. So I'm seeing if I can get away with it just to make an even cheaper deck. So we'll see. The grunts, instead of the shield grunts, because the main thing about the shield grunts I was using them for is to pin the pilots to the point so I could get them with barrage. So if I'm not going to use barrage, I don't need the shield grunts. So just cheaper and cheaper. But really, nothing really mattered. The only thing that really mattered was the Titans and the drones in this case, because I wasn't going to be able to stand up to all this other guy's, crap. So, anyway, there it is. Number 1 player defeated, even though he's using dirty tricks, whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.